Hey ladies and gents, so real quick I wanted to share my 2000 watt inverter setup in my Suburban. Okay, so this is where I put it, right underneath the seat. As you can see, it's sort of backwards, but yeah, it's supposed to say 2000 watts over there. Oh yeah, 2000 continuous watts. It's a surge of 4000. I'll share a little bit of it on the side over there, but anyways, yeah, so I just put this right here because the power is right there, so hopefully the electrical tape helps so that so that there's no short, or if the tape comes off, hopefully this thingamajig, my gloves right there, will prevent it from touching this possible ground, and so we can avoid having a short, right here at the bottom. That's how it looks like. It's got two fans, so it's pretty cool. The ground's right there, piece of cake. The power, I'll show you where the power is running through, but yeah, 2000 watts, that's how it looks like. It's got 4 outlets, pretty neat. I mean, it's got 2000 watts, so really you can use this to power plenty of things. And the wood blocks over there, I just sort of put it there just so that it's not on the ground, and so that it's at some sort of angle aiming at the bottom, just because to avoid some kind of obstruction over there, or at least that was the idea. If it worked out or not, that's a different story. But anyways, yeah, it's right there, right underneath the seat, tucked away. Let me show you where the power runs through. Okay, so I mean, really, that's about it. That's where I ran the red cable wire. It's just running through the trim under here. You can still see a little bit of it, like right there. I mean, it's some pretty thick wire. Forgot what the size of it is, but I used this. I got the cables from some jumper cables, some heavy-duty jumper cables at Harbor Freight, and that's why it's so thick. But yeah, it just runs through there. As you can see, it's very fat. It takes up a lot of space. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, as you can see here, you can still see that right there probably. Yep. It's a very fat gauge wire. Do I even need it to be that thick? Well, technically yes, but it is very fat and takes up a lot of space. But yeah, I think just run through here. Let's see if we can get some light there. Oh, that was the light. Yeah, see, it just goes through there, goes through the firewall. And this is where it comes through. Right here. Where the firewall is at. I just ran it through here. Put a couple zip ties so that so that it doesn't move around and stuff. This one just had that installed right there. I think because of the TV mount that it has inside. I don't even use it, but yeah, took that off because I don't really need it. But that made it super easy because we just do this, and that's it. Piece of cake. So that was really cool that I had that. Now ideally I should probably put a circuit breaker or some kind of fuse thingamajig, although the 2000 watt inverter has a fuse, or is supposed to have a fuse, but I'll see about the circuit breaker later. But anyways, it's a really cool setup, because it's like tucked away, like if I didn't have my stuff in here, you wouldn't even be able to tell that I have a 2000 watt inverter right here. Oh my god, yeah! Which is pretty handy, because I just turn it on and I got power. See, 12.2 volts, that's the battery. 60 amps, maybe 110 volts, 120 volts of power. And then, you know, that way I can charge, you know, whether it be the battery for my Milwaukee. If it's low, see how we're at. This is very full, so we're good. But if it died and I didn't charge it, you know, all I gotta do is just plug it in. Same with my Husky. How much power we got? Got two, fully charged. Yeah, so this one's fine, but you know, if I needed power, this thing can charge both of them at the same time. No big deal. You know. Mainly, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to. Also to charge my my jump pack, you know, because having this jump pack comes in handy. Whether it be for jump starting or pumping some air. But mainly I wanted it so I can power my air compressor. I think this one runs at like 7 amps. So this one can actually be powered by the inverter, and it's like 1.2 horsepower. So and the other van that I had it set up, it was running perfectly fine. I think this didn't even have to be on like the truck. So let's see if we hook this up right now. It should run. Okay. And that's why I put the piece of wood over there, so that in case that happens. So anyways. So it should turn on. Nope, not enough power. So let me turn on the truck. Maybe that way it'll run. Most likely it will, but hold on. So we turned it on, as you can hear. Turn it on. Takes a minute, but this thing will actually turn on and run it. Yeah, see, no problem. Unplug it. We got air coming out. It'll fill up. Obviously, don't need it to fill up right now, but. So that's that. Now, this air compressor is fine. It can run it perfectly well. However, I have this other air compressor right here, the bigger one. It's a little bit bigger, you know, 10 gallons. The other one's like 2 gallons. But I tried to turn this on in the other one in a van, but it wasn't able to turn on. I mean, really, it's probably because of the watts. But I mean, hold on. Okay, so I hooked up the other air compressor. That one is 2 gallons, 1.2 horsepower, 7 amps. This one is a 10 gallon one, you know, slightly bigger. I think this one has like, or it's running on or at 13 amps. So the truck can run that one, but if I'm not mistaken, it can't run this one. Let's see, actually. It shouldn't. Let's see. Damn it. That's yeah, see, it's too much. Oh wait. Nah, it wants to run it, but it can't. It's pulling too many amps for the inverter or something. But I mean, I guess for that one I would really just have to use my 5300 watt generator. But for charging my batteries and this stuff, it's perfect because it actually runs it. There you go. See? Takes a minute. second or two, but that is very useful, especially, you know, if I don't need to turn on the generator. That's awesome, because that can be a hassle. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Let me know what you think of the setup. You know, I obviously still need the breaker and what you might call it, or put a fuse over there, but I'll get to it. But in the meantime, as a setup, I dig it, you know, because if I wanted to, I could put in one of those TVs, you know, like say, yeah, like I could bring in my my TV in here, play PS4 on the go if I wanted to, or say I'm going with the fam. All I gotta do is, you know, like I said, put in one of those TVs and somehow just hook it up, and we got like a full show going on. Say, well, we're going to Big Bear, or I don't know, Las Vegas, you know, some road trip. It's really cool. You know, you obviously don't need 2000 watts, but this one's a decent size, and there's a bigger one, 3000 watts, but I didn't like that one because that one just looked more boxy, bigger and boxier, or like, think of it like the one that I have right there, but just think of like another one right on top of it. That would have been a hassle to pop it in there or somewhere in here, but that one fits in there perfectly, like snug under the seat. 2000 watts, you don't need that much. If I need more, say I want to run the 10-gallon air compressor, or if I want to use my shop vac, my rigid 5 horsepower one, I think it's like maybe about 800 watts per horsepower, something like that. You know, if it's that much, say 800 watts per horsepower, then my thingamajig is my shop vac is 5 horsepower. You know, that's like 4000 watts or something like that. That is way too much for that one. So for that one, I definitely need to turn on my 5300 watt generator, because that one can actually handle that. It's got the power. But this one cannot. But I mean, this one's cool because I don't have to turn on the generator and be driving on the highway. You know, this is power on the go. So I can charge my stuff if they're not charged up, and that's amazing. So yeah, I think that's it. If you guys like this video, if you like the setup, or if you have some suggestions, hey, feel free to comment. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.